First up, a little refresher on what we covered last time. Let's add a new Python file and call it Guardian, and it's going to be a placeholder class. But this time we're going to annotate it with dataclasses.dataclass so that Python will generate our special methods for it, such as our constructor. PyCharm handles the import for us so we can move swiftly on. We'll use Command-Shift-and-T or Control-Shift-and-T again to generate a test class, and then we'll change the basic test to a sanity test for our constructor. Fun trick, head over to the project tool window, right click on your tests folder and select Run Python Tests in Tests. We can see that our previous test ran and passed, as did our new test here. I dangled the possibility of some TDD or test-driven development earlier, so let's check out what that looks like inside PyCharm. Let's open our test in a right split by right-clicking and selecting Split Right. Now let's right-click on our Guardian class and close the other tabs so we just have our code on the left of the screen and our test on the right. Down at the bottom we have our test output. Before we go any further, let's tell PyCharm to automatically rerun our tests when we change something. It's one less action for us to do. You can configure this delay quickly by clicking on the 3 vertical dots, going to Test Runner Settings and Set Auto Test Delay. Let's see how PyCharm can help you with a TDD workflow. Let's change our new test to Assert False, pause for a couple of seconds, and yep, it fails as expected. We'll change it back to true just to prove our theory, and now it passes again. This is really helpful when you're in a TDD workflow to see your code, to see your test, and having PyCharm automatically rerun your tests when something changes. Right, back to writing some code. We'll start with a new failing test. Now, even before this test automatically runs, the IDE is saying something is wrong here. It is giving us a warning. You can see the squiggly lines underneath the name Mary and Alan. To make the test pass, we need to add the missing constructor that takes and stores the first name and last name to our Guardian class. That's the test, it's rerun, and now it's passing. Wonderful. Well, the tests pass, but we haven't really tested anything yet. So let's do that now. So we'll go back to our test class and we'll start writing our assert statements. Now PyCharm is very quickly going to understand and recognize what you probably want to create here. So in the blink of an eye, you're going to get that code completion and your test is now going to pass. In case you're in any doubt, let's change the last name to something that is not Alan. And there we go, the test fails. Change it back to Alan, the test passes. Perfect. TDD tends to be quite polarizing, but no matter what your workflow is, PyCharm is there to support you. You can configure PyCharm's editor any way you please, and you can let it complete your very next thought. Most importantly, PyCharm can save you time when you are crafting your next masterpiece with PyTest.